Now let us see the 13th journal program. Our 13th journal program is similar to the 9th one. Using PHP MySQL, develop a program to accept the book information, that is accession number, title, author, edition, and publisher from a web page, and store the information in a database. And to search for a book with the title specified by the user and display the search results with proper headings. So we have to create a database that stores these values, that is accession number, title, author, edition, and publisher, and again perform the search operation based on the book title. So now let us see the execution here. This is the form which is having the accession number, title, author, edition, publisher, and this is the form for the search operation. So now first we will have to create a database for this. So let us go to PHP myadmin. We will create a new database. Let us give the database name as program 13 underscore db. The database is created here. Then select the database so that the table is created properly inside that. Now we will say the table name to be book table. We require 5 columns. Say go. The first one is accession number. Then we have accession name. Let us check what it is. We have accession title. Then we have accession author, edition, and publisher. So we have accession author, accession edition, and accession publisher. So account number, you can take it as integer or even varchar. We'll take varchar. We'll take title to be varchar and other fields also to be varchar. Let us specify the length for these. Say save. So let us have a look at the structure. Yes, so it is created properly. Now let us have a look at a code. So this is the code. This is the book.html, that is the page for creating the form. So again, inside the body part, we have taken the center tag. We have specified the table width and the border. Then we have created a row. So inside the row, we have created a form. Now form action. So here it is insert.php, where the insert queries are written. The method through which we are passing is post. Now we have created another row here. So inside this row, we are writing enter the book information. So this is the row where we say enter book information. Then after this we have to give the data fields. So the data fields are accession number, title, author, edition, and publisher. The input type for all these is a text box, and we have given the names. Uh, for accession number it is ACC, for title it is title, author, and so on. Then we have a button again whose value is submit. We close the form tag and we close the row tag. Then we require to create another row here to perform a search operation. So we have created a form for it. So inside the form, the action we have to specify when the user enters the value in the search bar and clicks search. So where should it be directed to? That is the search.php. The method given here is post. Again, we have a input type and the name given is title, and we have a button of type submit whose value given is search. So we close the form tag, we close the heading tag, we close the row tag, and we close the body tag and also the HTML tag. Now let us look at the insert code. So we know that we have to write a PHP script. So we open the PHP script tag. So $link again is a variable, is a PHP handler which is going to help us to connect to our database. So the function that helps us to connect to the database is MySQLi connect. So we know this particular function takes 4 variables. First one is the server, that is our host, local host. Then the username, the password, which is blank because we have not given any password, and the database name. Now the database name that we have given here there in the database is program 13 underscore db. Then we have if not of $link. If something goes wrong while establishing connection with the database, then this particular if condition executes. So it will just kill the process with the help of this die function, and the respective error is printed. Then we have an if condition with the isSet function. So the isSet function is going to help us to check if the particular variable is declared or does it exist or not. And $post is nothing but an associative array which is accepting this submit which comes from the form here, from this particular button. Then now we have to store the values that the user enters in these particular text boxes. So that value comes from here. These are the names given to the values. So I'm fetching it with the help of $_post, and these values are getting stored in the variable $ACC. So you can give here any variable names. Then we have declared a variable $query for which we write the insert operation. Now if you look at the insert query here, if you look at the syntax, it differs from that of program 9. So you can follow any convention. Now here these keywords are written in capitals, the thing that you can see here in purple. These are nothing but the keywords. So we are saying insert into. We have to specify the table name. The table name given is book table. This is specified here with the tilde operator. The tilde operator is the key that is present below your escape key. So you have to specify anything related to the database in the tilde operator. Then open a bracket. Then we know from where this account number and account title are coming. They come here from the database. Account number, account title, accession title, accession author, accession edition, and publisher. So these are nothing but the column names that are present in our table. So these are related to the database. So again, you specify it in the tilde operator. So we have 5 columns. After the 5th column, end the bracket. Then you again write the keyword values. Then here you have to specify it in single quotes or double quotes, but not in the tilde operator. Why? Because these are not related to the database, but these are related to the actual values that the user is entering. So these are the variables that we have declared here, declared on the left side here. So these values are the same values that are having the actual data. So you pass the values, write all the 5 values, close the bracket, close this double quote, and then close the semicolon. end the semicolon. Then we have to write MySQLi query. So this is a function which accepts the connection to the database. That is the first parameter, $link, which is having all the details regarding our database, comma, $query. So this $query is nothing but this particular query that we have written. So instead of passing this $query, what you can do is you can directly write this entire string here. Both the ways you can do it. Then next we have another if condition which is checking if MySQLi affected rows of $link is greater than 0. Now this particular function MySQLi affected rows of $link, we know that $link is having our database name. So if at all whenever we perform the insert operation, if the insert operation happens properly, what is going to happen is it is some new rows are going to be added in our database. The rows are going to increase. So if the row increases, it means that the addition has happened successfully. If the row increases, it is going to be greater than 0, right? If whether I perform one insert operation or two insert operation, those many number of rows are going to be inserted. So the value is definitely not equal to 0. It is greater than 0. So if the rows are affected, it means the values have been inserted properly. So we are again printing this with the help of this script, JavaScript. So I make use of the echo tag, open my script tag, specify it with angular brackets and single quotes and close it. Then we know this alert is nothing but the dialog box that appears with the OK button. Then window dot location. So we are redirecting it so that the same form is opened once added successfully. And then you close the script tag. Suppose something goes wrong and values are not inserted in the database. So when values are not inserted in the database, no rows are getting added. When no rows are getting added, it is not going to be greater than 0. So that time it else part is going to get executed. So in the else part, we have a function MySQLi underscore error. So this particular function, we are passing a $link, which has all the details about our database. So it is going to display a message on the screen with the help of echo statement, what error has occurred and why we could not perform the insert operation. Now let us try inserting values here. So let us give the accession number. Let us give the title. So we will give the author, 8th edition, and the publisher. Say submit. So we say we got a message added successfully. Let us check the database. Yes, one value is getting inserted. Now we have to perform the search operation. This search operation has to be performed again based on the title of the book. So see here, we have to change this particular database name. Our database is program 13 underscore DB. Now you remember this is going to have all the details of our database. I have declared a variable called $key. So in this variable, I'm going to compare, I'm going to store the value that has been entered by the user to perform the search. So here, whatever value is being entered, the title of the book is coming from this form. So the name of the text box here is title. So this is having the value that has been entered by me, that is web. So that value is getting stored in $key. Then I have declared a variable, and inside this variable I have stored this I'm executing and storing this query, that is select star from. So if you observe here again, all the keywords are getting displayed in purple color. So which are written, these are also again written in capitals, but in program 9 we have not made use of this particular writing convention. So you write select star because we are selecting all the values from which table, book table. So that again you specify in the tilt operator. This is not a single quote, but this is a tilt operator. So we are selecting all details from the book table, but how? Based on which condition here? Where the account title, so this accession title comes from here, from the database, where this accession title is equal to the value that the user has entered, that is stored in dollar key. I have stored web, so it is going to compare this. So here the variable is given in single quotes, the entire query is given in double quotes, and the fields related to database are given in tilt operator, and the keywords are specified with capitals. Then dollar result, inside this variable I have my function MySQLi query. So this we know executes the query. The first value is nothing but having all details about database, and second is the string query, this particular thing which is treated as a string. So by this function it gets converted and is executed. Now or die. So we know this die function is working if something goes wrong and there is a problem in the query. So the particular error message is getting displayed on the screen. So this is what I have typed error. You can give here any other message, but end this double quotes dot, that is I'm appending my SQLi error function. What went wrong? So that error message is going to be displayed with the help of this die function. Then we have a if condition. We know that MySQLi num rows is going to help us to understand if the value exists or not. That is dollar result. If at all some values are selected, any rows are selected, that are going to be stored in dollar result. So if values are stored in dollar result, it means that it is having certain number of rows. So if it has certain number of rows, it is not equal to 0. So it goes to the else part. So in the else part, we have to display it again with the in the form of a table. So this table we have created here, and this table tag ends here. Now inside the table we require one row with 4 columns to display the data. So we require, let us perform the search so that we can see here. So I have entered the name, book title as web search. So we require this first row with 5 columns. So that you have specified here, this is a row. Inside that you have these 5 columns: TD, accession, TD title, author, edition, and publisher. Then we have a while loop to display the values that are fetched. So inside this variable $ARR, I am having this, passing this particular result variable. Our result variable now has only one row. So this MySQL fetch row is going to fetch rows from the database. So it has only one row, and we have to display that one row. So this while loop gets executed once. So again we require a row with 5 columns. This is one row, and we require 5 columns here to display the details. So we have this row, we have created a row with 5 columns. This particular thing will execute once. Suppose you had 2 search results, then the same echo statement would get executed twice. So again this works as an indexed array. Array of 0 will be having our accession, array of 1 has a title, array of 2 has author, array of 3 has edition, and array of 4 has publisher. And then we end the table tag and we end the script. Suppose there are no results found, then this if condition executes and it says dollar key. So whatever is stored, suppose here I search some other book, say DS search. So it is saying DS doesn't exist. So the key is storing DS. So this is your journal program number 13. Now let us change this here. Sorry, not here, because we do not have the if not dollar link which is specified here. Yes. So we'll try to make an error here. Say save. Now let us try to perform the insert operation. We have to refresh this because we have made changes in the script. And I say submit. So here now you can see we are getting an error here. Also it is giving here unknown database program 13 underscore D. You can see here unknown database program D on line 2. So how are we getting this message? It is because of this particular statement that we have written. On line 2 it has specified. So this is our line 2. So here we have made a spelling mistake. So we'll say DB. Save it again. Let's just refresh this. And so now it is coming added successfully. Let us check the database. Yes, the value has been inserted. So you can write these particular statements even in your search.php, both for program 9 and program 13.